The 3-3 hips. Doug and Kamish here against the 3-3 Caesar. Caesar has made some trades here. We're nervous about this. I know you have just stuck your nose up in the air at it.
It's Tim, I like you. I don't have anything else nice to say. Your trades have completely ruined your chance of being successful in 09 GFO.
Now, he did mention the other day that if he gets 4 wins, he's improved.
Great goal to have for yourself.
All right. Donovan McNabb versus... Well, Tim doesn't have a quarterback, so we don't really know how to go this, so we're going to go ahead and throw this one to Donovan McNabb.
Listen, your trades have been like this, so just roll without a QB.
Do you think he makes a trade before then, or who's on the waiver wire?
My guess would be he'll probably trade Portis and Bolden for Dirty Sanchez and somehow put a successful spin on it, like he's helping minorities.
All right.
I don't like what he's done. I don't like one trade that he's made. Not one.
Running backs. Ryan Grant against Cleveland. How many touchdowns do you think Cleveland's given up to opposing running backs?
More than the Lions?
Yes.
Man, 17.
9.
Oh,
yeah.
Still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot. Still a lot because we are only in week 7, so you figure the running backs are getting one, and I think they had a bye week in there as well. But Ryan Grant has a great matchup. It's Cleveland, and Marshawn Lynch has a really good matchup. He's getting more and more carries as the time goes on.
He's getting his groove back on, getting back into football stamina and football shape.
Yeah.
Look for Lynch to have a big day, Dougie.
Especially going up against Carolina, gives up over 20 points to opposing running backs.
Ouch.
On the other side of things, Jamal Lewis against Green Bay, not a very good matchup at all.
Not good.
And then Clinton Portis against Philadelphia. I think Portis will probably be okay for Caesar here, but I don't know if it's going to make up for the points he's going to lose with Lewis.
Jamal Lewis and Portis will have a combined under 15 points. Portis is not good anymore.
I'll take the over on that, by the way.
Jamal Lewis with Aaron Campman out there doesn't stand a chance.
Your man crush on Aaron Campman is just a little obscene.
You just wait and see. Jamal Lewis is not going to be effective against Aaron Campman.
Okay. Give the edge to hips. Wide receivers, Santonio Holmes, Lance Moore, Pierre Garçon.
Lance Moore got in the end zone.
He did. Lance Moore.
Congratulations, Lance.
We're okay with Lance.
Mm-hmm.
As far as those matchup goes, pretty basic. Nothing really too outstanding there. All of them right in the mid-teens as far as what the points give up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you are looking at though is Lance Moore has a lot more competition, and so does Pierre Garçon with Anthony Gonzalez coming back.
Right.
Holmes is probably the only number 1 guy there, right?
Yeah, I'd agree with that, and we'll know by first half of the Colts game if Garçon is going to have a big day or not, because they're not going to be passing that much in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And it all depends on if he can get a big first half, maybe grab a catch with some yak, or if he's just going to go to his normal go-to guys or not. But Garçon has to have a big first half in order to have some fantasy value this week.
On the other side of things, you've got Mohamed Massaquoi, Austin Collie, and Anquan Bolden. Now, Austin Collie and Pierre Garçon are going to be going head-to-head here. So you got to think, when Peyton Manning's throwing, one guy is going to be happy, the other one is not, meaning Caesar and hips. I don't know where Austin Collie fits in the whole Anthony Gonzalez mix. What do you think he gets?
I don't know this for sure, but I would say that it goes Clark, Wayne, 1 and 1A. And then, depending on Gonzalez's status, he might sneak in there. Then Garçon, and then Collie. And even in there somewhere else, there's a and Donald Brown.
Okay.
So it's tough to say where Collie fits in there.
I actually think Collie is going to be, in all truthfulness, I think he was actually the third option. That's what I'm hearing from Peyton myself.
Inside info.
Yeah. So I think he actually likes Collie better than he likes Garçon, and I don't really know how well he's going to be able to trust Anthony Gonzalez right away. We'll have to wait and see what type of shape he's in.
Good call.
But anyway, Anquan Bolden, questionable. Haven't seen practice field lately.
Hasn't practiced in over a week,
Okay.
and a little bit longer than that. Actually, it's not looking good there either. And even if he plays Gimpy, which he is a tough guy, so he might get out there again.
Yeah.
But he's going up against a Giants defense that's going to be like flies on crap. They're not going to let anything go by them after what they suffered last week.
Do you have flies around your crap?
No, but sometimes when I mow the yard, I see it.
Okay. Tight end, Antonio Gates against Kansas City, Heath Miller against Minnesota. I think actually the better option here is Heath Miller, especially because Minnesota blitzes is probably going to be blitzing more than Kansas City. So Ben Roethlisberger has found a very big comfort zone with Heath Miller recently.
I don't mind your logic there, but I'm taking Gates because he's a monster and Kansas City blows.
Okay. Defense. You notice that Hips doesn't have a defense that he's playing right now. Do you think he's going to stick with that? And if so, who is he dropping to pick up a defense?
Man, I wouldn't be surprised either way, Dougie. If it were me and I'm just playing the Caesars and I see that they traded away all their good players, like they're selling at the baseball deadline to prepare for next year, I probably wouldn't play defense either. And then that way I'm getting the win without risking getting rid of some depth.
All right, well, I'm actually going to take, obviously, if he doesn't have a defense there,
I'll take the Bengals.
Yeah, I'll take the Colts that Tim has, obviously, in this matchup. And then, let me see here if there's anything else that we noted. Nope. Well, let's go to the final, what we think is going to happen.
I think it's going to be ugly. I know ESPN has it projected at somewhat close, but I'm going Hippos 110 to Caesars 68.
Wow. I think Caesar is able to make a trade for a quarterback to help himself out, and I think he makes it close.
Hopefully Joe Montana's available.
I don't know. He might be. But anyway, I'm going to actually go with Hips on this one, too. I hate the fact that we keep agreeing on this type of stuff. I was really kind of hoping the coin flip with Jake and DJ.
On your part.
But anyway, I will go with Hips. And hopefully Tim gets it.
You think it's close? You think it's a blowout? What?
No, I think it's going to be closer because I think if Tim doesn't pick up a quarterback, it's not going to be close. But he'll pick up a quarterback, and I think he'll make it closer.
Who's he going to pick up?
I think he'll make a trade for somebody. I don't know who it's going to be with. You obviously see that Nappy has a lot of extra quarterbacks, and so does
Sanchez for -7 would help out.
Yeah, you never know.
No, you don't. You don't.
All right, we'll be right back with our next matchup.